time I lost my debit card, and in that debit card I have any of all my saves, and when I lost the debit card, I don't have any way to obtain money.
It was a long time ago. I was involved in a car accident. So I had to spend part of my money that my parents gave me every week fixing the car because I didn't want to tell them. So yeah, that was the last time.
That was like a month ago. 2 days before my dad sent my money, I completely run out of money. I was in zeros, and well, I was actually here in tech in the night, so I didn't know what to do to go back to my house.
Well, it was a couple of years ago. Me and my friend, we were partying at Cholula, and unfortunately, we spent all the money in booze, so we ran out of money.
So it was the last week when my best friend did party, and we used all our money to do that party.
Well, sometimes when you like get to a country for like the first time and you have like some sort of like your card, like for your credit card, sometimes it does not work because like for example in my card in the Netherlands is Maestro, but here you hardly can use Maestro, so like it's really hard sometimes to find like an ATM which like you can use, and then also you don't really know which exchange places or like good because they have like exchange rates and stuff.
So you the last time I ran out of money was when I spent it all in a party, and I had to I spent it out like on Wednesday, and I had to eat tuna like for 4 days until my parents gave me money again.
The last time I ran out of money was in December, and the hardest part is figuring out how you are gonna end the month.
Well, the last time I ran out of money was about 2 semesters ago. I went partying and I spent all my money there, and now after that I didn't have money to eat.
Okay, so one day I went shopping and I wasted all of my money.
Was not having enough money to eat, so I have to ask my brother, who is also a foreign student, to lend me some money, and then I could have something to eat.
It is the hardest because you cannot ask for more money to your parents because you are supposed to administrate what you have.
It was hard because the next day we didn't have money to eat, and it was kind of difficult.
Well, the hardest part, it was we need to move from Cholula to Angelopolis to our house, and unfortunately we have to walk all that way to home.
It was the fact that I didn't have money for food and or transportation for the next day, and I mean being 2 days without money, that's really hard.
Well, of course, the first thing that it was that I didn't have my car because it was in a mechanical workshop, so I had to move with other, I don't know, in taxi or in that time there was no Uber, so it was a little bit harder. And of course, I didn't have a lot of money, so I had to eat what I had in my house, just like, I don't know, canned tuna fish and those things.
Sometimes if you like try to do transactions with like over international borders, sometimes it also does not work. So like for my room here, like I was told like it's easier to pay it by card, but with my German bank account I cannot do that. So now I always have to like go to an ATM, like get out all the money and like pay in cash, which sometimes is a bit annoying.
Well, it was hard because as a foreign student, I liked the company of my friends, and not going out with them was hard.
Well, because walking, it was like 5 miles, maybe a little bit more. So walking that distance, it's incredibly hardest. And even if you're drunk, you will feel it the next day.
Well, because not eating is hard.
Well, as I already said, eating what I had in my house, it was not that fun or something that I liked. So the transportation, it was not that harder than eating so bad.
We asked to our parents that we need to pay something to the school, and they gave us money, and with that money we bought some food, and with that food we eat all the week.
So basically, just like from experience, you like get to know which ATMs you can use, and then also which card of yours you can use, because some cards also have like a setting that you're only allowed to use them in a certain area. So my Dutch card I can only use in the Netherlands or like in Europe. So then I just like use a different card. So I think it's very important to like always have like different kinds of cards to like be like open for all different options, and then like just experience the different ATMs. And yeah.
Well, now I have like a specific amount of money for each activity, like paying the gas, paying the person who helped me cleaning my apartment, food, a little bit of partying, and other things.
I asked my boyfriend if he could buy a pizza for the two of us, and I avoided by not wasting all of my money.
And how do I solve it now is planning a budget. For example, how many meals out a month and stuff like that.
Well, now when I receive the money, I divide it equally into the days, and I save a little for going out, so I won't run out of money anymore.
I try to spend less money because actually I had like a good my income and I'm gonna be like that like for a half year, and well, being foreign it's hard, so try not to buy unnecessary things and only get what I really need for the moment.
Well, now I try to designate a certain amount of my money that my parents give me each week to prevent this kind of situation, because you can prevent, but not, you can know when this is going to happen or these kind of accidents. So yeah, that's the first thing, and of course have a good management of my spendings and what I do with my money.
The next day I asked to my parents for money, and the excuse was that we needed a book, but unfortunately that book never appeared, so that was
Because first of all, we didn't have to use all our money. We maybe could keep a little bit of money, and with that money bought our food, or that's save our money to eat for all the week.
Well, it would be nice to be able to like have like somewhere like where you can like actually see that it's going to use, or like have one bank account which works everywhere, one ATM that will for sure we're going to use, because then also here we have like 3 different ATMs so it's like which one can I use and which can I not, and then also with like the surplus charges, because like at some banks you have to like pay extra and some you don't, so like just getting that information like maybe in like one place to like be easily accessible. That would be very nice.
Well, because the time I ran out of money was very hard, and now I have to be very careful with where I spend my money.
And it's not cool because you limit yourself and you cannot do as many things as you like.
It is not completely effective because when a new plan comes up, I don't have the will to say no to my friends, so it doesn't work always.
At the end of the day, my parents need the picture of the book that supposedly I was buying, and well, as it never exists, the next week I ran out of money again because they requested that money that I was asking the week before.
Well, if you have two cards, if in some case you lost someone or some, you can use another.